As previously just advised, I'd like you all to remain standing, please, within the stands and in the bar wherever you are, and start a minute of applause upon our referee's whistle.
All ready to go. Apologies for not being in usual position today, and one poor part of the pitch difficult to get in because of where I'm standing out of the rain, but I'll do my best to bring you as much of the game as I possibly can. There is referee Fergus Connolly. I think his second time he's refereed at Austell this season. Very good local lad, very good. In fact, he used to play here as a junior long time ago. An injury forced him, well, from injury he decided he'd referee rather than play. Chris Ashwin gets us underway. Taken by number 6, Tom Waddington there. Can't miss him, he's got a ponytail. And Anthony Knight gets up slowly, and Ben Mead decides to hoof the ball. That might have gone forward off a hand, I think it did, yeah. So we'll have the first scrummage of the game. Oh no, the man was in front when he took the ball, so the referee has given St Austell a penalty, and I'm guessing Matt Shepherd will just probably stick in the corner and go for the first line out. Which indeed he does. Key area of the game for both teams today. It's obviously one of the main sources of team possession, and that man there you see arriving, number 4, that's Mark Vian, who's probably the most used line-out jumper for St Austell. CJ Boyce waits for the ball. Has a little look himself. Andy Inch with his first carry of the day. Alan Kello, that won't be his last. Big Tony Knight takes it on, and Andy Ashwin looks inside and then outside, and he gets close support from Dan Joe, but CJ Boyce looks to go on the blind side for Kello again. Referee Fergus Connolly says playing advantage. Come back over here. You can see that referee Connolly's indicating tackle without the ball. Matt Shepherd would probably go to touch from here, trying to put the ball in the corner for a attacking line out. First line out went with throw, and again Mark Vine takes it off the top. Well, that's a very good drive by Chew Valley. All the forwards getting in there behind. But Saints keep the ball alive. That's Ben Plummer. Powerful counter up there. by number 6 Tom Waddington, supported closely by Matt Wright. Looked to every... I think they may have turned the ball out. No, Austell just managed to retain it. And Chris Ashwin, bit of a loose pass, goes back behind Ben Plummer. And into touch, there'll be a line out to Chew Valley on their own 22. That's what, 6, 7 attempts, and every time they've been repelled so far. Numbers. Yeah! Austell go wide. And with so 5 minutes in, 5-0 to St Austell. Matt Shepherd attempts a difficult conversion from right out on the far touch line, but on the 22. As you can see, the rain's coming down. It's difficult to know. It's pretty much straight down or slightly from the west. It looks to me like he's pulled that. No, he has not. Lovely kick by Matt Shepherd. They scored 7-0. Dan Gatton gets us back underway. Only as far as Carl Marriott, who takes man and ball. And CJ Boyce hoops it over the top. It only goes as far as Ben Mead. And Miles Morehouse goes wide. The pass is a little bit loose. That's a lovely run by Charlie Chalcroft. And it looks to me like he might go all the way, but he doesn't. He's caught there, very close to the line, and they go wide again. Apologies for the picture, but there's a post in the way. Not to mention a few people, but he doesn't get there. Hard to tell exactly what happened a moment ago, but it looks like there must have been a knock on by Chew Valley, because CJ Boyce had the opportunity to put it. I'm sorry, things a bit cockeyed, but I'm actually leaning over so you can see what's going on. Sorry. There's Adam Keller on his knees. And Chew Valley, after going behind after just 5 minutes, will be very keen after that cracking run by Charlie Charcross. Very keen to get an edge in the scrummage, and they get a big shove. But St Austell keep it, they've held it with the scrum wheels. And Ben Plummer brings it away. Looks for close support from Matt Shepherd. CJ Boyce hoops it, doesn't find touch, only finds number 14. And Miles Moorcroft goes wide, kicks to the far corner. Nice kick, actually. Chris Ashwin stumbles, but recovers in time. There's Miles Moorcroft again, wearing leggings by the look of it. That's sorry, it was Joe Cowell had the run earlier, not Charlie Charcroft. Joe Cowell 13. Charlie Charcroft wearing 12. There he is now. There's Joe Cowell. Tries to keep the ball alive, goes back to Ben Mead, and I think the referee is bringing them back for an offence offside against St Austell. Referee indicating not releasing in the tackle. So Chew Valley, in the shape of Dan Gatton probably, there he is, have the opportunity to put the ball into the corner. Slight delay in play due to an injury to Ben Plummer, but he looks all right. Yeah, he seems fine. And Miles Moorhouse just nudges it into the corner. So Jack Monk to throw. So on the far end of the field, you can see Chew Valley get a lovely rolling ball moving forward, and they keep the ball. That's Charlie Sharcroft wearing 12. Lineside winger comes in, looks to step, Ben Plummer gets to him. I think one of the St Austell players guilty of sealing off there. Skipper says to Ben Meads to get the corner, which he does. One part of the pitch I cannot get to unless I do this. Cleanly taken in the middle, and Chew Valley get a drive on there all the way to the line, and they try score by hooker Jack Monk. Miles Moorhouse far wide on the right, attempting to add the 2. He's hit it very well, hit it beautifully. So he levels the scores on 14 minutes. St Austell 7, Chew Valley 7. I think that might be Jack Monk who took the kick off. Ben Mead looks, I think he's going to put the ball long. He does. There's Carl Marriott underneath it, supported by Al Welland. Yeah, you can see kicking the ball in the ruck to the referee. So Matt Shepherd has a chance to clear. Well, to clear, they'll probably kick down towards me for an attacking line out. He goes long, taken cleanly by Adam Keller at the back. And Ben Plummer gets away. Ben Plummer gets away. He scores. Matt Shepherd kicked the first one. Everything goes quiet. Struck it well. Struck it very well indeed. Restart by Dan Gatton. St Austell, 18 minutes in now, 14-7 up. But you can be fairly sure that's certainly not the last of the scoring. It's going to be a close game, this one. Joe Boys goes to the air. Number 8 Cox takes it beautifully. Fits it to his skipper Dan Gatton, who looks to Miles Moorhouse, who beats 3 players. And he's eventually stopped by Cal Marriott. Penalty, and Ben Mead takes it quickly, but not from the right place as ref. And it looks actually as though Dean Brooker might have taken a little bit of a knock there. He's gone down to the referees. Just hold on, let's make sure he's okay. So Chew Valley have nudged it into touch to be a line out just inside St Austell's 22, with try scorer Jack Monk to throw in. And so far he's hit Alex Cox twice. Goes to him once again. You can see one of the big weapons in Chew's armoury is that driving maul. There's skipper Dan Gatton, lovely delayed pass. Ben Mead with the reverse. That was Tom Waddington who took the ball up, but he was unable to keep it alive, and Matt Shepherd cleared up. But the pass back to Cav Boyer was a poor one, and Cav's knocked on over the line, behind the line. So there'll be a 5-metre scrummage to Chew Valley. Ben Mead to put in. And you might imagine Alex Cox at the number 8 there. We'll have a look. That's gone down. Referee says no, let's have a reset please. As an Austell, you can see, doing their very best to repel them. And Mead dummies and goes. And he's scored. Miles Morehouse misses the conversion. What for him, which should have been an easy kick. Score remains the score is Austell 14, Chew Valley 12. And Chris Ashwin restarts. Taken by Waddington, but he knocked it on in the process, and Dan Jog cleaned up. It looks like Andy Inch might have taken a bit of a knock. They're going to play on. That's Ashwin to Shepherd. Goes wide to Cav Boyer, who chips ahead. But Miles Morehouse returns with interest. Shep looks to kick, steps, but he falls when he does so. And it looks like there might have been a knock on there. Yeah. There'll be a slight delay to play here as Andy Inch has taken a knock. He's receiving attention. Let's hope he's okay. Key player for St Austell. No. Physio is indicating he needs to come off.
And if we could ask, just for the benefit of all our consumers here today, if we mind stepping back slightly.
One thing to be sure, there'll be a big applause for that man.
Shouting to talk to each other, please do so. And also no smoking.
So a bit of organisation there with the loss of Andy Inch. Let's hope he comes back on again. He's a key player. The referee brings him back for a scrummage from a knock on. As you can see, what's happened there is Brandon Hack's gone to hooker, and Miles Davies come back to play in the back row, probably at open side, which is somewhere he loves playing anyway. Score, as you can see, after 27 minutes is 14-12 to St Austell. It's another good scrummage by Chew Valley, absolute cracker. But St Austell get it away, and Chris Ashwin gives it some air. The ball sails into touch after a lovely kick by Miles Morehouse. His namesake Miles Davey to restart. Goes to the back, but it's knocked cleanly. Chris Ashwin holds it on to try scorer Ben Plummer, who goes to ground. There's Mark Ryan. Caught facing the wrong way, but he had to get the ball back. Ashwin goes wide to Cav Boyer, but he's very well tackled by Ben Charlcross there. Charlie Charlcross, beg your pardon. No, it wasn't. It was Joe Cowell again. My mistake. No. Over the top, says the referee. Hard to say who it was, but Adam Keller got up last. If it was him, you'd have heard of who, me. It's 14 Joe Webb who nudges the ball into touch. Difficult man to stop. Catney moves the ball so well. And Miles Morehouse takes an outside arc, and he's going in. Big strong fullback, difficult to stop that fall. So Miles Morehouse attempts to convert his own try. he's pulled it across the face of the posts. So the score remains, well, the score moves on to St Austell 14, Chew Valley 17. Well is the first one there, and he knocks the ball back, and CJ Boyce picks up. The referee said no, it went forwards before it went back. So it will be a scrummage to Chew Valley. There's the St Austell front row, Dan Job to the right of the picture, Brandon Hack is now hooking, and Charlie Nicholson, who's playing tight head against Dean Brooker, Jack Monk and Jonathan Eves. Ben Mead puts in. There's that big boot of Miles Morehouse again. Alec Welland unable to get there cleanly, it looks to me. Oh, that might be a let off there. Dan Gunn unable to hold the pass. Looks to all intents and purposes that Chew Valley were heading for their bonus point try after 32 minutes, but a knock-on brings them back for a scrum. Ben Mead puts in, and Chew hold steady at the back there. But they've got the just slight nudge on. And he points left and right and goes left. There's Alex Cox again. Picked up right of his bootlaces, lovely. He goes left again. The ball goes behind Dean Brooker, but he keeps it. There's Charlie Charlcross, tackled by Carl Marriott. And Dean Gatton sees no one at home, chips ahead, and Cowboy unable to hold on. It looks to me like Welland had to put the ball down, but not before he knocked it on. So it will be a scrummage to Chew Valley right in front of the St Austell Sticks, with 35 minutes played in the first half. Ben Mead put in, once again looking for that nudge from his front row. And Alex Cox with the back controlling things, although St Austell defended that one fairly well. Cox picks up, goes to Mead, who's scored one already. Not sure what happened there, but I think it must have been held over the line because Chris Ashwin has to drop out again. Welland typically gets there first, goes as far as that's Brandon Hack, the replacement hooker. Referee brings it back to a scrummage to St Austell for a knock-on from the kick-off there. But there'll be a slight delay in play for an injury to Dan Job. So Dan Job unable to continue, and Hugh Newt has come on to replace him at loosehead. So two of the front row have changed with in the first half. Brandon Hack come on after Andy Inch was injured, and Miles Davey went to the back row. And there's Hugh Newt, very experienced, very powerful prop. Up against Dean Brooker. You can see Chew Valley get it moving forward again, and it wheels. Referee Fergus Connolly recalled for a reset, and St Austell will be looking really to anchor their scrummage slightly better than so far, because it's an area where Chew Valley have had an edge in this first half, with about 2 or 3 minutes to go to half time. But it's not my watch that counts, it's that man there. It's another drive. And this time, as you can see, indicating that front row came up. And it will be a penalty to Chew Valley. So choose the line out. With try scorer Jack Monk to throw in. I wouldn't surprise if he went to Cox, which he does, but Carl Marriott got his hand in there and just knocked it backwards, and St Austell have stolen the ball. Really key at this point in the game. They wouldn't want to go 2 scores down just before half time. The CJ boys clears. Well, Chew take it quickly through Miles Morehouse. Even though the referee, you can see, clearly indicated offside. So it will be a penalty St Austell just outside the range 22, and Matt Shepherd's going to look to clear this, I'm sure he is. The scoreboard indicates 40 minutes have been played, and Chew Valley has still 17 points to 14 to the good. Miles Davey goes short to Charlie Nicholson. And St Austell really want to try and get their noses in front before the half-time break. But Carl Marriott, stopped there cleanly. Yeah, clearly offside, high tackle. That's too far out, I think, for even Matt Shepherd to kick, so they're probably going to look to stick in the corner. He asked the referee how long to go. He said he's got time. If on the penalty, obviously, he wouldn't stop play anyway. With the 2 old war horses, they won't mind me saying that. Newt and Adam Kello playing his 300th game today. Attacking line-out was St Austell. You put money on Mark Vine being a target. Got that wrong. Went to Manchester United at the back. And St Austell looking to attack. St Austell moving the ball, but they've not crossed the gain line. A bit lateral, to be honest. Continue to go blind through Adam Kello and Carl Marriott. Miles Davey moves it on quickly, but it went forward. Referee says that'll do. Half time. So half time, score St Austell 14, Chew Valley 17. I'll be with you back in a few minutes. So welcome back to the second half. Half-time score is St Austell 14, Chew Valley 17. And one of Chew Valley's try scorers has been influential in the first half. Miles Morehouse, the fullback, restarts. Got a big left boot. In that case, his big left boot was too big, and that will take him back to a scrum on the halfway. There is the big Chew Valley front row of Dean Brooker, Jack Monk and Jonathan Eves, with Mark Daly and Matt Blacker behind them. In the second row, Tom Waddington, Matt Wright and Alex Cox at 8, making up their forwards. And CJ boys to put in. The rain seems to have stopped and there's very little wind to speak of, and Matt Shepherd does a little nudge down the touch line. That's a nice kick. So Miles Davey, though, he's playing in the back row at the moment because Brandon Hack's come on to hook to throw in. Must have been touched by Chew Valley on the way. I was there. Brandon Hack cleans up partially, but I think the ball went forward in the line out, so there'll be a scrum to St Austell. It's an area where Chew Valley have had an edge in the first half, no doubt about it. But Saints have brought on Hugh Newt for the injured Dan Jobe and Brandon Hack for the injured Andy Inch. That's about 22 metres out. And St Austell will be very keen to get their noses back in front. They endured a period of domination by Chew Valley, had possession and territory, scoring 3 tries. First to Dean Brooker, then Ben Mead nipped in from close to the line, and finally Miles Morehouse on an outside arc beat everybody to score a beauty. That was in reply to a try by Fraser Nottle after only 5 minutes, and Ben Plummer scored another cracker, an angled run after 17. So the score is 14 St Austell, 17 to Chew Valley. Once again, Chew get a drive on. The referee says, no, you're driving in, you're boring in. And you can see Hugh Newt be happy with that, because he complained about it earlier on to the referee. Yeah, that's quite clear. Matt Shepard's going to try and nudge him a bit closer. And skipper Miles Davey to throw in.
Are you the TMO there, Freddie?
He's mixed them up today. He's gone to over the top, but that time he goes to the ever reliable Mark Vian. And St Austell get the ball going forward in the shape of Hugh Newt. And the ball's gone to ground, and Chew done a very good job at slowing that down, but illegally, says the referee, collapsed it. Carl Marriott goes quickly. Miles Davey feeds Mark Vian, gets closer, and you can see from his indication that from the first penalty Chew did not retire 10, so he's brought them back for another one. Charlie Nick's having a look, but I suspect they will go line out again. No. Yeah, Matt Shepard's having a look. Five or 6 metres out, looking to go, taken cleanly by Vine, and St Austell looking to get that going forward. And they do so, even though Chew Valley piled everyone in behind. They've moved it at pace, close, and they go over and score in the shape of... So as Ben Plummer receives some attention, he's happy. Oh, I'm not surprised. Scored a cracking try. Big hand in that one. While Matt Shepard attempts to make the gap 4 points between St Austell and Chew Valley. Two converted so far. This one's harder. So did he bring his kicking boots? Yes, he did. 3 tries apiece. Only 4 points in it, everything to play for. Adam Keller goes to Chris Ashwin, who plays safe. Just beating CJ Boyce, which not many people do. That's Alex Cox, holds it at the back. Mead comes left. Oh, that's a lovely break. Cracking try. Joe Webb looking to add the 2. Chew Valley, of course, just scored their 4th try, their bonus point try, and retaken the lead. Changed hands 3 times in this game so far. Hits it well. But he's pulled it to the left. Score remains St Austell 21, Chew Valley 22. So for the fourth time, Chris Ashwin restarts. Unlucky there. Referee's playing advantage. None came, so we'll bring him back for the scrum. So I think that's Ryan Parfitt who's come on to replace John Leaves at loose head. It's an area where they've had the advantage all day, Chew Valley, in the scrummage. And Danny Tyrrell's also on. And pops it to Carl Marriott, try scorer. Looking for support, he gets it. Tyrrell looks right, finds Anthony Knight. Oh, but the turnover there, really well done by Tom Waddington. Just stole it off Mark Vine. And Miles Morehouse only gets as far as Danny Tyrrell. Normally he'd load one himself, but he's given it gone wide to CJ Boyce. So Austell win the ruck. Unit at the back there. Matt Shepherd plays 9. Goes to Ashwin. Got Charlie Nicholson, who's standing in the centre, got man and ball, but he did well to keep hold of it. Unit straightens up, takes 3 men with him. Chris Ashwin looks to pop inside to Adam Kello. Wouldn't that be nice if he scored on his 300 appearance for the club? Matt Shepherd is wrapped up there by try scorer Joe Cowell. There's Fraser Nottle, really not had much chance today to show his pace. I think he's had the ball once in the first half and he's defended the rest of the time. Scored a try. Chris Ashwin nudges it in the blind side. The referee's bringing them back. I think perhaps for an early offence he must have been playing advantage. Yeah, he indicates at the side, number 10. So St Austell have a penalty in front of the post, and you would imagine, given the state of play, that they might attempt to go for goal, which they have chosen to do so. So Matt Shepherd with the opportunity to put St Austell back in front, currently 21-22. If he nudges us over, they'll go 2 points in the lead. Although Chew Valley have scored 4 tries, St Austell's 3. Everything goes quiet. He kicks it. Ball back Miles Morehouse to restart. Lead has changed hands for the 4th time. You'd imagine this was first against second in the league. So close. Matt Shepherd's not going to mess around from there. Boost the ball. There's try scorer Jack Monk, who's thrown in beautifully today. First man missed it, but it was chingled up by Dean Brooker. And Chew go wide again. There's that man again. And that's a dangerous looking kick. Matt Shepherd goes around one way the other way and he decides to go to ground, but he carried the ball over, so there'll be a 5 metre scrum.
You watch it on YouTube.
Good defend once you're moving. As you can see, referee says play on, play on, play on, and Ben Mead's having a look. But the ball's picked up there by St Austell. No, wasn't by St Austell. They obviously have 2 or 3 kickers. Joe Webb does the place kicking. And Miles Morehouse so far has kicked from restarts and penalties. That's from wide out. Struck it well, but just to the left of the post. So the score remains St Austell 24, Chew Valley 27. So as we enter the final quarter, there's the 3-point advantage to Chew Valley, and they're probably worth it. 5 tries to 3. But Al Welland takes the kick off. He's so good at that. There's Mark Vian, ball in hand. Well stopped. That Shepherd goes to CJ Boyce, who's now playing in the centre. But he's dragged backwards by Charlie Shallcross there. Lost probably 5 metres. Anthony Knight says, I'll have that back, please. Well, they're 3 points up. 3 points behind, and that's a kickable penalty. What is St Austell going to do now? Matt Shepherd says, I'm going to go for touch. You can see as he turned away, he was disappointed because he overcooked it. The ball went dead. So the referee will bring him back for a scrummage. As I said earlier on, I think it's the same starting lineup: Dean Brooker, Jack Monk and Jonathan Eves, who all played very well. They've dominated in the scrummage. It's been an area of success for them all the way through this game, so they'll struggle to match them. That's Ben Mead put in. If you believe in fairy tales, then the outcome of this game will be that man there, number 6, scoring the winning try in injury time on his 300th appearance for St Austell. To be honest, I'd be very happy with a 1 point win, any win at all. Second row, Mark Daly and Matt Blacker. Certainly helped the scrummaging effort. Yeah, he stood up, says the ref. And you can see quite clearly Dean Brooker disagrees with the referee there. This time Matt will be perhaps not quite as ambitious. And he finds touch. Apologies for the angle, but it's the only way I can get to see it. As you can see, it's an Austell line out, about 7 or 8 metres out. Really good attacking opportunity. They go to Vian, who just manages to hold on. And St Austell trying to get it rolling forward, but they're held. I hope it's still going. I think that's Brandon Hack with the ball at the back there, and Danny Tyrrell's having a look. Ben Plummer adds his 14 stone. Tyrrell's looking to go open. Here's Ashwin, absolutely clattered there by number 7. But Miles Davey picks it up and runs. Danny Tyrrell gets close, but not close enough. They're still 4 or 5 metres away. You can see the referee says killing the ball in the ruck. Okay, once again apologies for the pictures and the angle. It's the only way I can get to see the whole thing. So Miles Davey to throw. He goes to Mark Vian at the front, and St Austell get the ball rolling. Hard to see who's got hold of it. They're close, but not close enough. I think they're turned over. Yeah, referee's indicating a scrummage. Yeah, took it in, couldn't bring it out. So they'll bring them back for a scrum on the 15-metre line. So Ben Mead will put in, and if ever St Austell needed a big nudge in the scrum, it's now in this game. But once again, they find it very difficult to move the Chew 8. Mead picks up, and Charlie Shallcross makes the hard yards. Only as far as Fraser Knottle, who's going to have a look. Nothing that way, I'll go back the other way. You can see number 11 there, he's not able to get away. You see it from here. The referee says you've got to make more attempt than that. That one. Matt Shepherd once again looking to put the ball into touch for a catch and drive line out as we enter the last 12-13 minutes of the game, with St Austell trailing by 3. Taken cleanly by Cal Marriott in the middle. And even though they've had attacking position for the last 10 minutes, they've simply not been able to crack the defence. It's been so good. So St Austell attempt to go wide, and CJ Boys gets man and ball and is unceremoniously dump tackled. And I think, yeah, quite clear. Dangerous tackle, says the ref. Yellow card. You can see Miles David there rallying the troops, saying, come on guys, look, we've only got 3 games to go, we need to win this one. We're only 3 points behind, we need a big effort from you guys, we need to get in front and stay there. I think of all the games I've watched this season, this is the one with the 2 most evenly matched teams. There's been nothing in it. I think Chew Valley have had the edge in the scrummage. St Austell probably in the line out. Everything else has been fairly equal, and Chew Valley have taken their chances slightly better. And their defence in midfield has also been outstanding. So it'll be a St Austell line out. Miles David to throw. Vine takes it one-handed, beautifully, like a trout in mating season. You can see from here that he's extolling his teammates to get him going, but the defence is good. Danny Tyrrell looks to have a look. Goes to Chris Ashwin, who steps one, who gets caught. Well caught by Matt Wright. Taken on by Marriott. It's Chris Ashwin again, who can't find the gaps today. Found one on Wednesday night though, absolute cracker. That's Brandon Hack. Who knew? Who also always takes some stopping that far out. Don't put it past him. There's Mark Vine again, but he's well hit by number 8 Alex Cox, who's defended so well. Chris Ashman looking to go wide with Al Welland. Al Welland dummies and straightens, but he's caught by Dan Gatton. Yeah, difficult with Danny Tyrrell. He's probably the shortest man on the field, so high tackles are always an issue. Referee said that was okay, it was below the shoulder. Newt on the charge. He gets close, it's still closer and closer. But the defence so far has held solid. There's Matt Shepherd, who'll have a look himself. He's stopped. And Danny Tyrrell dives. Still not there. Quick movement of the ball. And you can see that Miles Moorcroft was offside. I was quite surprised the referee didn't reach for his card there, because he... No, he's saying no, he wasn't offside. He's saying it was a knock on by Fraser Knottle. Ben Mead can't hold it. Chris Ashwin does. He's away, he's away, he's away. Is he going to get caught? I don't think he is. So as we enter, according to the ground clock, the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game, St Austell have a 2-point advantage, 29-27, after that cracking try, 4th try Chris Ashton. Earlier tries by Fraser Knottle, Ben Plummer and Carl Marriott. Now, Matt Shepherd, who's kicked everything so far, without doubt is the most difficult kick of the day, wide on the left. If he kicks this, of course, and Austell will go 4 points into the lead. So Chew would have to score a try. An unconverted try would win it for them. He's whirled it. And he's kicked it. What a beauty. Clearance for Austell. This is an absolute cracking game and still everything to play for. And it is not over yet. I reckon 4 or 5 minutes to play. And Chew have shown they can score from anywhere. Kello to try scorer Chris Ashwin, who plays safe, nudges it into touch. So Jack Monk to throw. He's hit his man. Oh, he missed him that time. I think he did, because I think Mark Vine got in there early, but he knocked it on. So there'll be a scrummage to Chew Valley. They'll be happy with that. Miles Davey just holding up 3 fingers there. I'm assuming he's referring to the clock, which shows there's 3 minutes to go. But that's not the clock that matters. There's been very little injury time, so it must be fairly accurate. Ben Mead put in, and you can be absolutely certain that Chew Valley will look to run this every chance they got. Alex Cox makes sure it's secure at the back. That's Dan Gatton. 2 mistakes there, forward pass and a knock on by Miles Morehouse. Well, if it stays like this and St Austell do sneak the win, and believe me, it would be a sneak, then Chew will still remain top of the table. They will have a bonus point for 4 tries, but of course this isn't over yet. They can still win this game. They've shown all through the season that they've been the best side in this competition. I don't think anyone would argue with that. Alan Kello picks up one-handed to Matt Shepherd. He doesn't foul touch, he finds Miles Morehouse, who is a difficult man to stop. Even Danny Tyrrell missed them. Matt Shepherd catches him though. They have to run. Gatton goes wide. He's looking for his big centres. There, Shardcross gets close support. Miles Davey with a big tackle there. Rarely misses. There's Charlie Shardcross again, who's been dangerous all day, ball in hand. And Miles Morehouse, a big strong runner. There we go, Shardcross again, he's looking for the gap, but Ben Plummer cuts him down. No, that was, beg your pardon, that was Chris Ashwin took him down. And Ben Plummer in support. Lovely tackle there. Look at Jack Monk, who's had a fine game. And Ben Mead. Oh, wait a minute, says the referee. I think he's saying high tackle. I'm not sure it's any more than the intent. No, he's not going for a card. You can see Dan Gatton saying, well, hold on a sec, ref. Our player. Yeah, he's saying he rode up, but there's extenuating circumstances. Penalty about 10 metres outside St Austell 22, and it will give Chew Valley an attacking opportunity. With the clock on the board showing 40, this might be last chance saloon. This could be it. This could determine who wins this game, who wins this league. If Chew Valley can take and score, they will deserve it. Mark Vine got a big net in there, but Chew would keep the ball. That's Charlie Nicholson, who won't be playing any more part in this game. I think for offside at the ruck. The game's not over yet. You can see from Dean Brooker's reaction, he was not very happy with the referee's decision. And Chew opting for a scrum. At this point, St Austell want anything at all. They want knock on, forward pass, anything to finish the game. Chew have to score. Any score will do that. Well, no, they have to score a try and convert it to win. No, they don't have to convert it, beg your pardon. They're 4 points behind. Any try will win the game. And they're capable of doing it, we know that. They've showed right through the game. They've scored 5 tries to St Austell's 4. Ben Mead, number 9 there, he scored 1 of them. Scrum collapsing, referee says play on. Oh, tackled by Ben Plummer, but there goes to... And the ball went forward there, and that might be it. It absolutely is it. You can hear that. And look at that. Miles Davey and Hugh New, absolutely delighted. Look at Anthony Knight, how much it means. Against the best team in the league, St Austell have won a famous victory here today. You've got to give credit to Chew Valley. They came here, they played their hearts out. They scored 5 tries to 4 and they could have won it even right at the end. They will stay top and they deserve to be. What a fabulous game of rugby. And it could be the way the leagues are at the moment that these two could be playing each other next season. Remains to be seen. So, final score here at Tregorrick Park today. As you can see, St Austell 31, Chew Valley 27. Thank you for joining us today, and if you're travelling home, have a good journey.